have your attention now, please? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We've now come to the part of the evening you've all been looking forward to, and it gives me great pleasure to invite Matthew, our best man, to say a few words.
Thank you very much, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Mrs. Williams. I'd like to kick off by saying thank you to Adam and Ali on behalf of all of us here today, on behalf of Ali's parents, Douglas and Anne-Marie, for doing an incredible job, Adam's dad, John, and the three bridesmaids, all of whom look absolutely stunning. I'd also like to mention all of those that couldn't be with us today to share in celebrations. I'm sure we'll have a drink for them later. I'd also like to thank the caterers and the bar staff. And I know Adam obviously loves his food, so they had a bit of a task, but they did fantastic. And I'd like to thank Annette as well, and all of their team for doing a great job with it all. It was on New Year's Eve when Adam asked me to be his best man. I was honoured, excited and quite drunk too. Today I feel absolutely privileged to be up here as Adam's best man and a little less drunk. Thanks for the honour, mate, it's really, yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, so that was a nice, sincere part of my speech. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty of embarrassing the very man who showed such faith and yet such poor judgment in choosing me. That's the first page then. Some of you may think I look as if I've been worried and nervous about making this speech. However, I've not been tearing my hair out. I'm afraid to say that my severely receding hairline has been like this for a long time. So at least I've got one similarity with the vicar. So I must say, I'm convinced that the number of grey hairs that Adam is sporting has escalated since his proposal to Ali. Just an observation. I can't read that bit. I will. To help me prepare a humorous speech for all of you today, I thought the first port of call on Adam's stag do should be a comedy club. Unfortunately, for alcohol-related reasons, I can't remember a single joke. And unfortunately, that is about as much as I can tell you about the stag do without getting into serious trouble. No. Now, I'm fully aware that it's good etiquette in a best man speech to not make the bride cry. So Ali, don't worry, I promise that you can relax. Adam, not so much. What I will say about the stag do is that we managed to return Adam at the end of the weekend, clean shaven, his chest, and all of the lads did a great job of getting lads whipped into shape for married life. Moving along, anyway, moving along. I met Adam. I said moving along. I met Adam when we both started at the University of Birmingham. I do feel a little bit guilty about this. He's a good friend, but I can't actually remember exactly when it was that I first met him. Sorry, mate. It's true, I'm not lying. It was either at the student bar or one of our sports science lectures. I do remember that he was pretty intoxicated at the time, so it could have been either. I've only known Adam since 2004, when we were both 19 years young. So in order to be able to give you a comprehensive idea of what Adam was like as a child, I had to do some digging for dirt. A task which turned out to be surprisingly simple. How do you feel, lads? I'm beginning to feel better, and I think you're beginning to feel worse. Okay, I know Adam's always up for a laugh and isn't shy of fancy dress. One of my personal favourites being when he dressed up as Buzz Lightyear. It didn't exactly take a lot of effort. I mean, look at the resemblance. No, it's getting going now. However, to find out that he used to dress up in a long black dress, his mum's high heels and red lipstick, and the Tina Turner wig was a little disturbing, to be honest. This is definitely happening, mate. Apparently, he was quite happy performing in front of his parents and grandparents. So, if we could all be treated to a repeat performance this evening, mate, that would be great. So there's a way to go with it. If you can pay attention to the grey highlights, that's called attention to detail, yeah? I think that's you haven't had wait all the time. Most of us know that Adam likes to look after himself and stay fit and healthy. I really admire his sporting prowess, except for when he's annihilating me on a squash court. It's not so much fun then. For those of you who don't know, he was once crowned Welsh National Swimming Champion. It's fair to say though that Adam's training started to take a bit of a backseat during our first year at uni. I'm sure that we'd all agree this was due to our unquestionable commitment to our studies and nothing at all to do with our discovery of Birmingham's nightlife. It was on one of these nights out, I'm pretty sure it was a university ball, that I discovered how much of a truly good guy Adam really is. And I also discovered that he truly loves Ali. Yeah, thanks. Towards the end of the meal, a projectile piece of food from a neighbouring table managed to make its way onto Ali's dress. Now, there was a little bit of distress and maybe a tear or two. So it was Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. After comforting Ali, Adam soon made his way over to the nearby table to express his opinion and displeasement with their behaviour. It turned out that the rather large table next to us consisted of the majority of the university's rugby squad. This couldn't have fazed Buzz less, and within moments he had his apology. Just to confirm that, I definitely had your back during the whole of that incident. Just watching from a distance, going around angles. Where's that top? I thought that was the end of that page, it's not, I've got more. Okay. Now, I hear that it's tradition for a best man to offer marriage advice to the newlyweds. I already know for a fact, you can take it off, Adam, it's fine. I already know for a fact that these two are the three most important qualities that make for a great relationship and great married life. Firstly, love. Good on you, mate, doing good. Secondly, a good sense of humour. I hope so, for my sake, but see how it goes. And selective hearing.
Idiot!
Didn't hear a thing. As Adam's favourite singer, Tina Turner, once said, "You're simply the best." I'm not gonna sing. You're both fantastic people. You're two of my closest friends, and you both look amazing today. Except for Adam's shoes in the church, with a little stick on the bottom, my fault, sorry. Guilty. And together, you make a fantastic couple too. After doing some research, I found out that Tina Turner also has songs called Love Explosion and one called Typical Male, but we haven't got time to go into those. Oh no, here we go. As I mentioned, Adam is quite fond, if not a bit too fond, of dressing up and having a few laughs. So, I really couldn't resist the opportunity to make a photo board of his finest moments. Feel free to pass that around. It's not going into this table. In fact, I had to make two. There you are. Oh, he's jumping for it there, keen. And then after making 2 boards, I thought just for good measure, that I could throw this in as well. Do come and have a closer look later on. How are you feeling, lad? I'm getting lower in that chair. I'm getting a bit more confident as well. Okay, anyway. Sorry, mate, didn't resist. Thank you for listening, and I hope, Adam, that you're happy with my best effort of public spanking. Public speaking. That'll be the stag do creeping back into my mind. Okay. I always think that it's good to finish strong. There's some more free advice there, right? I always think it's good to finish strong when doing a speech. So I've prepared a poem that I'd like to read as my big finale. What can go wrong? Just going to have a little drink at this point. Okay. If you could all please charge your glasses. I'm sure you already have. And for those of you who still can, could you rise to your feet as well? Okay. The festivities soon will resume. And of just one task left, I assume. So with glasses held high, please join me as I drink a toast to the bride and the groom! Done.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, our bride and groom are going to